Hello, everybody.
Hi guys.
Welcome to Jean's lessons. And we are doing chapter seven, number seven. So, point one and two, we actually discussed last week. Point two was don't go back to something you have left, believing it will be different. So, we're going to move on to lesson 7.3. Thank God for animals and the love of a dog slash God.
Yes, indeed. So if you read the book, you'll know my whole sorry story about my love affair. Okay. To cut a long story short, my partner kept using the F word. Me, newly converted to Christianity, cried every time he did, which was every half an hour.
Yes.
Okay, because God was going to get me for that. So in the end, I landed up at a counselor in Joburg who was a rational emotive therapist, which actually he said to me on day one, I see you for 6 sessions. After 6 sessions, if you know better, I send you to my friend down the road. He's a reflective counselor, and you can stay there with him for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So that didn't make me very happy, but anyway. So I told him the story. It was a 2 hour session. He listened, listened, listened. I cried and cried and cried. And then he said, okay, I'll see you next week for an hour.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. So I left, went back next week. And as I walked into his office the next week, he looked into the corner where there was a coffee urn and he said to me, get yourself an effing cup of coffee and sit the F down. Well, I fell off my shoes, okay? I started to cry. I didn't get to drink the coffee. And after that, every second word for the next hour was F.
Everything.
Me crying, me crying, me crying, me crying.
Uh,
In the end,
because you didn't like it.
because I didn't like it, God was going to get me for it. That was
Yes,
the problem.
yes, yes.
I mean, God invented swearing.
Did he?
I don't know. I believe so. And at the end, he grabbed his hand and he hit the table. Whack. He said, what is this? I said, that's a table, crying. He said, what do you mean this is a table? This can be an F. Do you understand that you've given everything its meaning?
Yeah.
And in that instance, it was like, poop.
Yeah.
Who said who said it was a table?
Yeah.
Who said God didn't like swearing? God didn't invent swearing at all. Okay. So the next 4 sessions with him were absolute pleasure because I did my own personal growing and it didn't matter about the word. Okay. And then I decided to leave Joburg. So those of you that were around in those days, and I don't know about the rest of the world, but you could book a thing on a train called a coupe, which was just for three of you.
Oh.
So I booked a coupe for my dog Sunshine and myself. And they said, no, that's no problem. And my dear cat called Lonely,
Lonely.
must know I was a hippie. Okay, cat called Lonely, dog called Sunshine.
Yes.
Sunshine and I went off to catch the train to go down to live with my folks. Left Lonely behind. Lonely adopted the neighbors for the whole 6 years I was away. She did come back and live at home and died at home. But Sunshine and I went to the coupe, and the guards man said, no ways is that dog going into that coupe. You go. I said, but I booked it for just the two of us. He said, nope. The dog must go to the guard's van and into a little cage.
Oh, shame.
So I took my darling Sunshine down there, put her in the cage, and there was a young guy there, a young guard. And I said, I'm not going to my bed. I'm sitting here at this dog's cage for the night. He said, you can't. You're going down to Natal. It's an 8 hour journey. You can't be sitting here. You must go to bed. I said, I'm not going to bed. So I sat next to my poor dog and I cried and cried and cried and cried. I wonder today where that young man is because he didn't know what to do with me for the night.
Oh,
Okay.
shame.
And in that instant, I realized God and dog got the same initials, and I wonder why.
Mm.
So if I say to my dog, listen, dog, I'm coming home at 6 with fish, and I get him at 8 with chicken, he does not get on 2 legs or just start moaning. She gets on 2 legs, puts 2 arms in the air, and says, I love you, I
Oh,
forgive you, and let's live in this moment, which is all God calls us to do. He doesn't care what word you're going to use and who invented it. Okay.
absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, in my house, if I think of that word and many others, I can see the mustard pot and the pepper pot and my granny, because that's what happened.
Yeah.
So now there is nothing like a dog. They love better than anything else. And my dog is old now on a journey, so it's very sad for me because it'll be the first time if she dies before me that I do not have a dog in my bed with me.
Oh, wow.
So I have Mary the cat, who's just a naughty thing. So she'll come along and then give me a couple of fat smacks. but she isn't a dog.
Yes,
Okay. So that's the love of a dog. And dogs are very interesting things. I mean, they just know how to love even when they're abused. And that is just so
absolutely.
sad. Yeah.
And they just so patient and
So
kind and
patient,
just
so
waiting.
kind. So kind. I mean, now Smiley is blind and deaf, and Mary sees this as, "Wow, this is wonderful. I can jump on her back and she can't do a thing to me because she doesn't know where I am."
Yeah.
And Mary rushes and jumps on Smiley's back, and poor Smiley gets such a fright, but she doesn't try and bite. She doesn't try and do anything. She sits down and says, "Oh, Mary, just leave me alone, go away." So I don't know how human beings live without dogs, and I think all children need to have dogs
Well,
because it
not only
certainly
dogs,
teaches
also all
you.
animals.
Yeah,
They're
cats are
all
your bosses. So when you understand that they're your bosses, yeah, you
then
can live with them. It's okay.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. But people find a great
Yeah.
comfort in even hamsters or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, it's our compassion that we share and grow. And there's these old age things like animals know who to trust, and you can
Yeah.
tell people from who they trust.
And I must tell you,
And I definitely know that you can tell a person's character by the way they treat their animals.
and that's true. When I
Absolutely.
went down to the coast on that train journey, I actually broke my leg. So for 3 months I had a broken leg, but somebody gave me a baby budgie. So I was home with him all the time. His name was Tony. And you won't believe, because I always said birds, only the person that owns them can understand what they're saying, especially a budgie.
Yeah.
Until I had Tony, you don't know the words that Tony said. You could say all the beginning lines of the nursery rhymes.
Oh, wow.
Bar, bar, black sheep, Mary, Mary, little. And in the end, Nelson Mandela was freed, and Tony shouted, "Mandela is free.
Wow.
Mandela is free."
Amazing.
My brother ended up killing him because he put too many carrot leaves in the cage and Tony blew up. And when I took Tony up to the vet gave him a bigger injection and Tony blew up and died. So
Yeah.
Tony left. But that was a very good experience. That bird was amazing. Okay. And I never ever thought I would like a bird.
Yes, yes, yes.
So animals for broken hearts certainly are a good idea. And a dog especially because it just knows how to love. I don't know how they do, but they do.
Yeah, and they help people who are lonely. I mean, I've seen videos of old age homes where animals were being
Yes.
introduced, and all of a sudden they actually come alive.
Yes. And the
Everyone,
Guide Dog Society takes the dogs to go and see people in hospices. And they let them lie on the people's beds. You've no idea the difference it makes in the death of a dying person,
yeah,
an animal being there. Yeah. So
and
if Smiley dies before me, make sure there's a dog on my bed, okay?
and these cats
And Mary
that
will,
linger around hospitals, and then they go sit on the bed where someone's busy passing
they do
away.
indeed. Mary will be around. She's still young. She'll be around.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yes. So the shrink was a good shrink. He got rid of me in 6 weeks, 6 sessions. Okay, I'm very proud of him today. He is still alive. He knows my story. Thank you very much, sir, for supporting me. That certainly kicked my bum. I needed it.
Wonderful.
Mm.
And now,
I still cried for 6 years after that. Okay.
yes. Now, everybody go and look after your animals, treat them with great
Yes,
kindness. And it's also quite amazing. These beings, they just come and help and support us
yeah,
and are there.
they
And
are there, and they know. They know. They know. We believe they know.
they know, yes, live in the moment, like you said. Don't take things
Yes,
personally.
yes,
Love you, even though you slap them.
yes. I want to slap me. I don't.
No, yeah, she'll slap you right back.
She will. All claws out.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Thanks,
Jean.
guys. Cheers.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.